Greetings, Earthlings, toy collectors, and other collectible enthusiasts. I'm James, and welcome to Woo Tins Toys. This Friday the 13th, we are going to unbox NECA's Ultimate Jason Vorhees from Friday the 13th, Part 4, the final chapter. I bought this from Amazon, sold and shipped from Amazon. It was shipped in one of those flimsy bubble mailers and crammed inside of my mailbox. No problem. I really don't care about the packaging. I keep the packaging, but it doesn't really upset me as long as the figure's okay. But I started noticing some things on the package, which we'll talk about later on in the video, that makes me think that maybe this just might be, or I don't know. I think I've persuaded myself that it's not. Could this be a bootleg or a knockoff figure? We're going to put this one to the ultimate test this week. Is this truly trash or is it treasure? Let's figure it out.
Okay, so here we have this really awful damaged packaging that I received from Amazon. Yeah, check all that out. Gee whiz. What were they doing over there? Yeah, but like I mentioned earlier, it doesn't matter to me. I'm just going to stash this away. But I'm going to show... This is the one thing that really kind of, I don't know if you can really tell on here or not, but it seems like to me, like the quality, like I was thinking that this packaging just wasn't official packaging, basically because of how this looks. It's, even I can tell from right here that it kind of looks pixelated. And here it is next to the Ghostface box, and to me it's just even the NECA logo is just way more crisp and clear, and the Real Toys logo looks just so pixelated on the Jason Voorhees figure. But I asked several people online, and they said that I was maybe crazy, because why would Amazon be selling bootleg figures, knockoff figures? I don't know. But I went to Target, and they ended up having this figure. Here he is, Mr. Voorhees himself. They ended up having the figure on the shelf, which I thought was very surprising. I looked at it, and sure enough, it's as pixelated as mine. So I'm like, well, and the package was almost destroyed, just like mine. So I don't know what's going on. But hey, here we are, opening up a brand new Jason Voorhees figure on Friday the 13th. Celebrating the big guy's birthday, I guess. Happy birthday, Jason. And let's take a look at this dude. Let's look at the insert here. Insert is looks like it's the Camp Crystal Lake Forest. I'm not even going to take it out, but it's trees and rain and all that mess. Well, because Amazon decided to put it in a bubble mailer and crushed it, one of his heads fell out, so we're just going to put that to the side. We'll look at some accessories first. Up first, the Pamela Voorhees tombstone. Date of birth, death year. And she's at rest. Beheaded, but at rest. And nothing really on the bottom. Nothing on the top. Let's see. Jason here. Apparently he's in his emo punk rock stage. Painted nails. That's the only interchangeable hand that we got. So let's take a look at some of the weapons. We have your Michael Myers weapon of choice here, the kitchen knife. Already bloodied up. Okay. We have a corkscrew. That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. It's been a while since I've actually seen this film, and the reason why I decided to get this Jason Voorhees figure, and there's quite that's awesome accessory. There's quite a few to choose from, but to me, the looks from Friday the 13th Part 3 and Friday the 13th Part 4 are, to me, the definitive looks of Jason Voorhees. You know, khaki pants, the untucked button-down shirt. Oh, here's a cleaver. To me, that's just what Jason looks like. And Part 4 is my favorite of all the Friday the 13th films that has Jason as the main antagonist, the main villain. So that's why I chose this one over, because I could have gotten Part 3, but Part 3 is just not one of my favorites. Honestly, most of the films in the series are none of my favorites. I really dig the first film, and they actually do have a Pamela Voorhees figure I do plan on getting, just not right now. Alright, we got Jason's main weapon of choice, the machete. So this is the Danny Trejo accessory here, packaged with Jason. Already with somebody's blurred all over it. Very cool. We have an axe. So he's a legit axe murderer. Very nice. Let's see. Oh, can I get this one out without destroying it? Well, that's one way to do it. You just pop it out and it falls on the ground behind you somewhere. Yeah, right underneath my chair here. Oh gosh, we have an hacksaw here. These accessories are great. Alrighty. So we're gonna look at this head that popped out. Now, what's awesome is that this comes with two different masks, and at first glance you really don't notice much of a difference, but you can tell that one is missing the red lines on the cheeks. We'll actually get a decent comparison here for you to the side. You can even tell that there's like bits of or chunks of paint off of the nose on this mask, just like in the film. That's pretty darn incredible. Alright, so we're gonna take the mask off here. This is great. This is great. Oh my god. You take the mask off and it's your mom. So that's pretty cool, huh? And you're wondering, what's this for? Oh, well, so you can depict the ending scene from the end of Part 4 for Tommy Jarvis. aka Corey Feldman. Does a little bit of slicing and dicing on Mr. Voorhees here. This is an awesome addition for this figure. That is cool. That's awesome. Alright, we're going to take the figure out. He does have some twist ties. How are we going to do this one? Man, we all got to do this. Alright, we got it. Let's pull him out here. Alrighty. Let's take a gander. Now, you know, like I mentioned earlier, I was a bit worried that this was a bootleg or a knockoff figure of Jason here. The quality, if this were, which I'm pretty sure, like I said, I don't think it is anymore. If it were though, the quality of this is phenomenal. It feels like a NECA figure. It does not feel cheap at all. It feels like the same type of quality that all these Ultimate figures have. It boasts over 25 points of articulation on the packaging. This honestly looks like a shrunken down Jason Voorhees. Lots of molding to make it look like real fabric. Khaki pants. It's got some blood splatters on his leg there. Articulation in the ankles. I'm not too certain how I feel about these knee joints looking the way they do. I don't know yet, because I don't like how this looks on any of the NECA figures, but it's fine, I guess. I'm still buying a crap ton of them. Great ball joints for the elbows. I'm surprised it didn't come with the hand towards the end of the film that gets kind of sliced in the middle. I'm really surprised that they didn't do that, but like I said, it's not going to make or break this cool figure already. All right, we'll take this mask off. Yeah, and this one looks more like my ex-mother-in-law, so great sculpting on this. Absolutely great. Can we get it closer? Yes, we can. Wow, great sculpting. That's incredible. So cool. And here's this other mask. Yeah, notice the reds on the cheeks are not there. The outlines are. Here's a comparison of what it looks like from the film. Very cool, gotta say. I was luckily, I think I found this on sale on Amazon too. It was like $25. Of course, these are $35 action figures, but so I jumped at that chance to get this for $25. Yeah, absolutely, definitely something that I needed for my forward collection. I like it. Definitely a treasure. A Camp Crystal Lake treasure.
Hey, before we wrap things up here, I just want to say thank you for stopping by and checking out our NECA Ultimate Jason Vorhees action figure video. As I mentioned earlier, this is an absolute treasure. I am glad to add this to my slowly growing horror icons collection. It is an absolute treat, especially with all the different accessories and the 2 head sculpts, and just the fact that they decided to even add the 2 hockey masks. That was obviously a production error in the prop workshop. So it's just a NECA just outdoes themselves, it's seemingly, with every release of every different action figure. But before we go, hey, I want you guys to celebrate Friday the 13th the way that God intended. Snuggled up on the couch with your loved one, watching camp counselors get slain one by one by a hockey player wannabe with mommy issues. Guys, be excellent to each other and collect them all. We will catch you next time.